Oh, hey there, Zsombor the Explorer again here. In the last time I showed you how to get out of the forest, but this time I will show you how to camp. So, how do you say camp in Hungarian? Camping, that's right. We say camping in Hungarian. So we have found our campsite. We will be just right next to the Danube. We will put up our tent right here. So it will be a bit of wild camping. So how do you say tent in Hungarian? That's right. Tent is sátor in Hungarian. Say it again. Sátor is tent in Hungarian. So we have built up the tent. And the good thing about it is here is the tent, and right next to is the Danube, so we can, when we wake up in the morning, just go into the water right away. The tent doesn't look the best now, there are a lot of stuff in it, but if you remember from my video, how do you say water in Hungarian? That's right, víz is water in Hungarian, so you say víz when you say water. I am inside the tent now. I will not show you around because it's a bit messy, but there is a forward space and a big back space where we are sleeping. So how do you say tent in Hungarian? That's right, you say sátor. So tent in Hungarian is sátor. But when you step out of the tent, you have an amazing view. You can see the Danube here. This is a little bay of the Danube, and just over here you can see the whole of the Danube, and there is a mountain in front of us. So once we are here, how do you say river in Hungarian? That's right, you say folyó. So river in Hungarian is folyó. Also in this river we started fishing and we catch some fishes, which you can see here. Catch some nice fishes. Few green one, few silver one, and a bottle of wine. So once we are here, how do you say beer in Hungarian? That's right, you say sör. So beer in Hungarian is sör. And now I will show you what do you need to bring for camping, just to be safe all the time. So if it gets dark, you need a flashlight, and it's very important so you can see everything around. But you know what else is important? To bring another flashlight. So if you have two flashlights, you can use both of your hands to look other ways like your eyes. So how do you say flashlight in Hungarian? That's right, you say zseblámpa. So zseblámpa is flashlight in Hungarian. Also, because you are in a forest, you need some bug spray so they don't bite you. But also if you get bored, you need a crossword puzzle so you can spend your time doing something mindful. So one of my favorite things to do is crossword puzzle. So how do we say it in Hungarian? You say keresztrejtvényfejtés. So doing the crossword puzzle is keresztrejtvényfejtés in Hungarian. Also in my survival bag, I have a roll of toilet paper if I have to go anywhere. I have a water gun if I need to defend myself against other animals. And what else do I have in my survival bag? Of course I have my knife, just to cut up some animals when they fell into my trap. And I have some matches, just in case I need to light a fire. So how do you say matches in Hungarian? That's right, you say gyufa. So gyufa is matches in Hungarian. And in my survival bag, I have one of my hats, just if I want to be a bit funky, and I have my true hat, which every survivor should have in their arsenal. So now I can be a true survivor. So how do you say hat in Hungarian? That's right, you say kalap. So kalap in Hungarian is hat. Oh, and also I forgot one thing. When you're solving the crossword puzzle, what do you need it to solve it with? A pen. So I have a pen also in my bag. So what do you call a pen in Hungarian? That's right, toll is pen in Hungarian. But don't forget, there is two ways of writing toll. You can be with double L or one single L at the end. Single L is a pen, double L is a feather. So always make sure you spell the correct way in Hungarian. Because two words can be mean totally different things just by one letter changing it. Not even just one letter, only one accent changing on the letter. Now I will teach you how to build a fire. You need to get different pieces of wood. You get the first one. So after you have built the base of the fire with some paper and smaller and bigger twigs, you light it on fire. But first, how do you say fire in Hungarian? That's right, you say tűz. The fire is tűz in Hungarian. So today we will use some cheat because we don't have a matches with us, but we have a lighter. So how do you say lighter in Hungarian? That's right, you say öngyújtó. So öngyújtó is lighter in Hungarian. So I have some dry wood, I will light this. If it works.
De ez azért nem jó, ha olyan nőket vonzod be, akiknek apakomplexusuk van.
It's in fire.
Komolyan. Az összes barátnőm.
We put it to the fire. So today we will make a Hungarian food called potatoes with paprika, or in Hungarian paprikás krumpli, and this is a very traditional food, and we will cook it in a traditional equipment you will see later. When you have a fire, you should never forget to feed it so it keeps burning. As I did now, I put in some fresh pieces so it will keep burning more and more. I have this big piece to give off all the heat we need to cook the meal. So this is the first step of making potato with paprikas. We put everything on the fire. First we put onions with it. So, how do you say onions in Hungarian? That's right, you say hagyma. So onions in Hungarian is hagyma. And after we will cook this for a bit, and then we will add everything else in a specific order so it gets cooked together and the right time and right. When you are out in the forest, it's always important to hydrate with something of your preference. I am drinking beer today. I told you how to say beer already, but let's see if you remember. How do you say beer in Hungarian? That's right, you say sure. Beer in Hungarian is sure. You might ask, how do we keep our drinks cold in this weather outside? So we have this thing, a cooler, and then inside we have all the beers and drinks and water. There used to be ice in there, but it's already melted because it's so hot outside. But how do you say cooler in Hungarian? That's right, you say hűtőláda. So hűtőláda is cooler in Hungarian. So now I have put in the two main ingredients of our potato with paprika. One of it is goulash cream or goulash cream, and the other one is of course the potatoes. So now we are waiting for the potatoes to cook, and after we will put in the meat and we will finish. But before we do that, can you tell me what is potatoes in Hungarian? There are multiple names for this. Krumpli, kolompár, pityóka, but the most common is burgonya. So there are, wherever you go, there are different names. I usually use krumpli, so we will use krumpli. So what is krumpli in Hungarian? That's right, it's potatoes. After 2 hours, the food is getting ready. We have put all the ingredients in, the potatoes, the wiener, the sausages, onions, everything. And then it's still cooking just the last minutes. But it will be very delicious. So, how do you say delicious in Hungarian? That's right, you say ízletes. So delicious in Hungarian is ízletes. During the night it gets very dark, so luckily I have 2 flashlights which I can put up in the tent. So there is one of it, and on the other side there's the other one. So this way, inside the tent is like almost like there's the light like in a regular house, like you turn on the regular light. So I will teach you how do you say night in Hungarian. That's right, you say éjszaka. So night in Hungarian is éjszaka. So this is where we are sleeping in a tent. There's a small room inside the tent, and you can see the hall outside where we keep most of our stuff. But in here, you can see I have the highest mattress because the 3 of us are sleeping here, and I have a makeshift bed out of my bag, and I put some my clothes in there. So, how do you say pillow in Hungarian? That's right, you say párna. So párna is pillow in Hungarian. So when you are out camping, when there is no light emission, it's a perfect place to see the star constellations. You can see all the different ones. I cannot name them, I am not big in stars. But once you are here, what is star constellation in Hungarian? That's right, it's called csillagkép. So star constellation in Hungarian is csillagkép. But it's very amazing to see them. And also in Hungary, in the beginning of August, you can see a lot of shooting stars where you can make wishes. So please write me in the comment what would be your wish when you see a shooting star. So before going to sleep, there are 2 very important things. First is to have a really good sleeping bag, like I have. So how do you say sleeping bag in Hungarian? That's right, you say hálózsák. So sleeping bag in Hungarian is hálózsák. And the other very important thing is, don't go sleeping tired, because you don't know when you have to wake up. When animals can come here, like snakes, bears, anything, polar bears, who knows? This is the Wild West. Or some other people can come and kill you. And also, this morning, I had to fight off the waves, because we are close to the beach and they were coming attacking me. So I was basically fighting Poseidon this morning. And I can even fight gods, I am so good. The most important thing is when you leave a campsite, is to take all the trash and everything with you, so you don't leave anything behind. So, how do you say trash in Hungarian? That's right, you say szemét. So trash in Hungarian is szemét. After spending 2 days without the civilization, now it's time to get back, so I hope to see you on my next adventure. How do you say adventure in Hungarian? Where is mondod? That's right, you say kaland. So adventure in Hungarian is kaland. Ciao!